What's good, gang? It's your girl Des. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. As you can tell by the title of today's video, we're gonna be talking about the time I took acid. Anyways, yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into the video.
I chose to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star, I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that way, babe. Come one right way.
Basically, it all started because I was spending the night at my friend's house, and she wanted her friends to come over. So I was like, okay, bet. Like, I don't know these people, but why the fuck not? So they came over and they were like, yeah, like, you trying to take acid? And I was just like, yeah, fuck it. It was because, like, at this time in my life, like, I literally had just had a concussion. I was out of school for like damn near a month, and I was just doing dumb shit, honestly. So yeah, do I recommend taking acid? No. But is it good for some people? I don't know. Like, maybe some people do have really good experiences with it, and I have taken it more than once, so I did have a good experience and a bad experience, so we can talk about both of these. But I just want to tell y'all kind of like the bad experience that I had, because this is the main reason I will never take acid again. Like, literally, this experience had me so fucked up. Okay, so boom, here's the situation. Here's the scenario. Okay, we're in Shorty's crib, right? These people pull up. It's three people, two guys, one girl. The girl, she's hella nice. Like, I don't know, she was like 20. I don't know, she was older than us. Then her best guy friend came over, and I want to say he was probably like 21, 22, somewhere in there too. And then he had one of his friends come over. Now, this person, I don't know his name, never knew his name. Like, I don't know anything about dude, still don't know nothing about dude, for real. But he came, and this was her guy best friend's friend at the time. Yeah? Okay, you following? So, bada bing, bada boom, we all in the crib, and we finna pop this acid, yeah? So, the intensity is just like, yo, we finna do this. Like, I'm in like an adrenaline rush, like, for real, because I'm nervous, but at the same time, I know, like, if I get into taking like one of these types of things, like a psychedelic, you can't be in a bad mindset, you know? Like, if you're finna take psychedelics, you have to be in the right mindset, because if you don't, that will you up so bad, like, for real. So pay attention to what I just said and remember that. So take the acid, give it like, what, 2 hours maybe? I don't even know. Like, bro, time was going so slow, but realistically, we probably waited like an hour and a half. I don't know. And so at this time, while we're just like waiting for the acid to kick in, we are literally just watching TV, just chilling like on our couch, just eating snacks, like, you know, drinking some Sprite, whatever, like really just hanging out. And I thought that was it. Like, I thought it was just the vibes. I thought it was just I really thought we was just gonna be chilling like this the whole time, because the time that I had a good trip, it was kind of like that. We just had vibes. We just chill. But yeah, no, this time was not like that. When the acid is starting to kick in, everybody is like all fidgety, you know, like psychedelics, they just kind of do that to you. So you either get laughy, or you get jumpy, or you get like twitchy, like you gotta touch stuff. It's like, yo, ADHD can either go in high gear, or you just gonna be staring off at a fucking wall, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's those types of things, at least from like the experience that I have, or from seeing other people take these types of things like around me personally. But everybody's experience is different. But yeah, so everybody's experience is different, and I feel like that's something to really keep in mind, because you never want to judge anybody off of their experience, because who are you to say that their experience is wrong? Please show me proof that you have some type of, you know what I'm saying, hierarchy to say that shit, please. I'm waiting. Okay. So yeah, we just watch the TV. I start getting giggly because that's what I do. I just everything, like everything be funny to me, to be honest. But everything is funny to me always. So maybe it's not that. I don't know. But yeah, so I started laughing. My friend starts laughing. And okay, for the purpose of the story, let's call my friend Alexis. Okay. And then let's call her guy best friend, let's call him Jeremy. Okay, so we have Alexis and Jeremy. And then the girl that was with us, she's not really important in this story. I'm sorry, but let's give the guy best friend, or let's give the other guy, let's call him David, I guess. I don't know. So we have Alexis. What did I say? Jeremy, I think. So Alexis, Jeremy, and David. Okay. So Alexis, she's just getting lit with me. You know, we just laughing, chilling, still eating, drinking like soda because I don't drink alcohol. Anyways, and it's not good to drink while you are taking psychedelics. Don't do that. Don't do that. So we just chilling. We actually, I think at this point we probably rolled up, to be honest, because like a lot of people when they take psychedelics and if they smoke too, they also just kind of like cohabitate. But yeah, so I think we rolled up and we was just really all chilling. But then I kind of noticed that David, I think that was the name I gave him. I don't know. David, he is, so the guy's friend. This is like dude I don't know. Okay, dude I don't know. He's on the couch. He's at the end of the couch closest to the TV, and he's literally just like, I'm sorry, I know that was probably weird, but that's how he was. Like, he was literally just staring like dead into the TV. And then he would like give off a little bit of a laugh, but he would just be like, oh. Like no facial expressions, no nothing, like no body movement. Like he was stiff, like stiff as fuck. So I thought that was kind of weird, but I was just like, hey bro, you trying to, here you go, hit this, chill out a little bit. And I guess that might have helped a little because he did get up and start like walking around and like really just kind of calming down. Because I don't know, I think he was just maybe like anxious or something because he doesn't know anybody. They just recently became friends. Like Jeremy and David and the other girl, they just recently became friends, to my understanding, at least. Because I do remember, like, fast forward in the night, they did tell me, like, David and, not David, not David. Jeremy did tell me later on in the night that he didn't even really know David. And I was just like, why the fuck did you bring dude over here? You knew what the fuck was going on, like. But yeah, so David is chilling out just a little bit, but he's still being fucking weird, like, I don't know. So fast forward like another hour, right? And mind you, bro, like when I tell you time was going so slow, I literally felt like I was like, I felt like the acid was never gonna wear off. But so yeah, so like fast forward like an hour, and I remember it was so weird because we were all just still sitting there watching TV, and her mom, so Alexis's mom had came back to the crib just to like check on us because she knew what we were doing and she wanted to make sure we were okay. So boom, like we really were chilling, but she was nervous to leave us because, you know, we didn't know these people, or like him, at least we didn't know David, and she didn't know David, so she was nervous, but you get the point. Alexis has a dog. Okay, I don't remember her doggy's name, but her dog is so cute. Anyway, so she has a dog, and the dog is like the sweetest thing ever. Like, he is literally a pit bull. I've never seen a sweeter pit bull besides mine. But yeah, so her dog is really friendly to everybody, and this really caught me off guard because you know what they say, when dogs don't like people, there's a reason that they don't like people, right? Okay, so We chilling on the couch, and all of a sudden, her dog starts trying to attack David. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is happening? Like I'm so stunned right now because like he literally just starts like boom, 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 like jumping and trying to bite David. And I'm just like, dude, David's not even doing anything. He's literally sitting on the couch, like chilling out, just staring at the damn dog. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. And I know my eyes weren't playing tricks on me when I saw what I'm finna tell you, because I confirmed this with other people that were there to see what happened, because I was really tripping when I saw this. Like, bro, when I tell you that Alexis's dog, like, bro, I'm literally, do you see this? I'm literally getting chills, bro. I'm getting chills telling the story. I do that every single time, and it's crazy because like I know I'm not tripping. Like, this real life happened, and this real life was really scary, and this is really why I would never take acid again. But so the dog is attacking David, and David's just sitting there staring at the dog, and the dog like attacks him one more time and like tries to bite him like towards the chest, because you know he's sitting down. So he's like comes like right here, and he like pushes the dog off, right? And the dog runs in like literally a pentagram. Like, and the way that her couch was set up, it was like there was a couch here, there was a couch here, and like the TV was over here, and so like all the space in the middle was open, right? So the dog literally ran in between the couches and did a fucking pentagram, and then darted back at David. And I was just like, this can't be happening. Yo, it was happening. So we put the dog up, and we're back to chilling and whatnot. And Alexis's mom is gonna leave and go back to like chilling with her boyfriend. And because mind you, she just came and did like a quick check-in to make sure we were doing okay, and she was doing this like every hour or whatever, right? So she's going to leave, and we're back on the couch at this point after putting the dog up, and she's going to walk out the door or something. I don't know, maybe she sat down on the couch with us real quick, like I don't know. But I just remember David like standing up and like bucking at her, like he did, like boom, like that. And I was just like, but with the straightest face ever, like he like. And it was weird because, you know, I don't know, that's weird. Like, thinking about it, I remember his pupils were so fucking big. Like, I know he was on ass, I know he was tripping at this point, but like, damn, that was scary. And she's like, what the fuck you gonna do? What? And I was cracking up, but I knew it was a serious situation, so I had to excuse myself for a second. But yeah, so when I came back into the room, he was like being put back on the couch, and she, like, Alexis's mom had called her boyfriend to come over, and they were just gonna like chill there for a minute, because he just kept getting more aggressive. Like, he was like continually trying to buck at her and just like being really nasty. Like, at one point, I'm pretty sure he spit on her. Like, he purposely did that shit. Like, he coughed up a loogie and like towards Alexis' mom. And I was just like, bro, what is wrong with you? She just let you in her house to trip, and you tripping. Anyway, Alexis's mom's boyfriend comes, and he's like a big dude too, so he knows what's good. And she already told him on the phone, like, bro, this nigga tripping. So he come in and he ready, right? So boom, after he like was bucking at her and her boyfriend showed up, David was just back on the couch, and he was like completely to himself. And when I tell you, dude looked like a fucking stone. Like, he was dead, just like stoned up, not doing nothing. And I had walked over to him, and I was like trying to talk to him and like be nice, because like that's who I am. Stupid. But I had tried to talk to him and just like see if he was doing okay. And I remember he looked over, because at this point he was on the couch and he was like hunched over, like looking down or whatever. And he looked over at me with like so slow, like he turned like I was just like, whoa. At that point, I was just really creeped out and I just walked away because I was like, bro, if you're not gonna say anything to me, like, there's no point in me trying to help. So I walked away. And then fast forward, I really don't even know what the fuck was happening like after a while, because at one point Alexis's mom told us that all the girls, we just needed to go into the room because like he wasn't trying to calm down completely. So after I had talked to him and everything like that, that's when Alexis's mom's boyfriend starts trying to talk to him and was like, why were you bucking at her, like, you think you so strong, like da 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 da. And I'm just like, yo, oh my god. So that's going on, but he's not back. David is not backing down. He's like standing up against this man and he's like really trying to take him on, and it was just really weird to me. But yeah, so this is the point where things really took a turn. I remember David started talking, like he finally started talking, and when he was talking, it didn't sound like him. First of all, the octave that he was talking in was way deeper. Then on top of that, it was like a different accent. So David's Hispanic and he didn't really have like a heavy accent or anything like that, but it was like a thick, kind of like overseas accent. Like it wasn't an accent that I recognized. So that was weird too. And the third thing that really shook me was when he started talking, he wasn't talking in English. He wasn't speaking like actual words. He was just saying like, I don't know. It was like tongues. It was like he was speaking in tongues. Like it was really fucking scary. He starts saying like, oh, I know you're scared of me, I know you're afraid, like I know. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? Like then he really starts speaking. I'm just like, what? And then he goes back into his tongues and I'm just like, are you playing on my dick? Like what are you doing? So I just remember at this point I was staring at a Bible that she had in her room, like that Alexis had in the living room, because that was the only thing that made me feel like it was safe. I know that's really weird, but that's the only thing that made me feel like it was safe, because there was literally a light. It seemed like the light was beaming from the Bible, and I was just like, wow, I really need to look at this right now. And it's really weird because I'm not even really religious, like at least with a Bible, but yeah, I don't know. It was like it was speaking to me. Then Alexis's mom was just like, no, nobody's scared of you, like, duh. I knew she was scared because she did tell us to go into Alexis's room. And so we all the girls, we went into her room, and Jeremy stayed with David because, remind you, Jeremy brought David. Okay? So even though David and Jeremy don't know each other like that, Jeremy has to take care of David because he just brought David into Alexis's house, and now it's a problem. Okay, so David is still there speaking in tongues and like just being hella aggressive and like just trying to pick a fight for real, like, but in a almost demonic way. I don't know. Jeremy decided to take the Bible. He was holding the Bible in one hand and he was holding his other hand on top of the Bible, and he was praying. He wasn't praying in English, he was actually praying in Spanish, but he was praying, and every time that he said a prayer or like he spoke louder and he was praying, David reacted like he was like 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 it was weird because he was growling at Jeremy. I feel like after that everything was kind of like a blur because we were just in the room, like we were just chilling and we were just trying to make sure that they were okay. Like I kept sneaking out, and every time I snuck out of the room, David and Jeremy were on the couch. Jeremy was praying over David, and I don't even think David or Jeremy slept that night. I know I didn't sleep that night, but I know Alexis's mom and her boyfriend slept over at the house that night too because they wanted to make sure we were okay. Like we didn't want to have no serial killer in the house. I know I laughed a lot in this video, but it was dead fucking serious, bro. Like I really thought my life was in jeopardy because like this dude, he was really tripping. He was really tripping. And it was like the more you fed into his negative energy and tried to, you know what I'm saying? Like the more you fed into his negative energy and the more scary you came off as, the more it like enticed him almost, you know? So I couldn't tell if he was faking, but once the dog started doing all of that and Jeremy had started praying over him and he was growling. I was like, yo, this is demon child, like for real. Fast forward to the morning. So the girls kind of woke up early. I think it was probably like 4 or 5 in the morning or something like that. So we rolled up. The acid was still kind of wearing off, honestly, and we just, you know, chilled. We discussed everything that was happening. Drugs are not for everybody, okay? Drugs are not for everybody. But yeah, I don't know. It was definitely an experience that stuck with me and made me be more aware. Definitely, you need to know who you're surrounding yourself with at all times, but especially when you're on a psychedelic trip, because your mind will play some fucked up tricks on you, like for real. And I will say, like, although I said that this trip was bad, it wasn't necessarily bad. Like, I didn't have a bad trip. I was cool the whole time, but David definitely showed me that people can have bad trips and that this shit can get real scary real quick. So you just need to be careful. You need to know who you're taking things with. You need to know what you're taking. You need to know what your plan is if things don't go according to the original plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be prepared for anything, but hope for the best. Go in with good intentions. Like, I do feel like this is a good time though to just say, like, don't take drugs with everybody. Don't just take every drug either. Like, you really need to do your research and you really need to make sure that you're in a comfortable and safe environment. Like, yeah. But do as you please, I guess. Anyway, so I think that's about it for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed, because I know I enjoyed telling y'all this story. I love telling stories, if you can't tell, even if I'm not good at it, but I still like it. But yeah, so definitely stay tuned for next week's video, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join the messy gang today, and yeah, I will see y'all on Tuesday. I love y'all. Peace.